You have Michal, who stumbles home after working a whole long day, very hard, late into the night. He's still wearing his clothes. He lays on his bed, exhausted. He can't move. 6 a.m, he hears a voice. Michal, wake up. Who is that? His wife. Michal, wake up. He says, what is it? What do you want? He says, I'm tired. She says, listen, Michal, you know that famous billionaire, Mr. Smith, who lives around the corner? He's standing on the corner right now. I see him. He's handing out $1,000 to every single person who walks by. Something went with him. He's giving out his money. So what happens? What? $1,000? He's like thinking, $1,000. So he goes and he jumps out of bed, runs to the corner, and he even if maybe he will get it, maybe he won't. He doesn't care. It's worth trying to go and see if he's going to get it. So therefore, what happens? We have to realize that we have to view the Torah no less than this. As it says, it's yekarahi mipininim. Pasuk says it's more precious than pearls. All the desired things cannot equal it. King Solomon says, when will you acquire fear of heaven? If you will look for it like silver, like money, and like matmonim, and like you do for treasure. How does a guy look for treasure? He went here, he doesn't care, he failed, he goes again, he tries again. Any small lead he'll try to find it, right? He goes and jumps over this, goes in this small hole, and he goes and he gets maybe chased by people. He doesn't care. I'm going to go and get it. I want it. Therefore he says, once we view Torah just like that, like we do for money, like we do for treasure, then we will be able to go and even have a hard schedule. We'll still get up. We'll go to sleep very late, wake up very early. What happens? Can you imagine a guy, he goes to a wedding. He stays till 11:30, 12 o'clock late at night. He drank, he ate, he had a whole day of work. You think that's it. He's toasted, right? He goes home, he's going to fall asleep. He's not going to wake up the next day till 10 o'clock in the morning, right? But what does he do? He says, no, he got up at 6. Why'd you get up at 6? My friend's brit. The tefillah has this time. I have to be there. What do you mean? I'm not going to show my face? So just like you understand that you go to sleep late and you wake up early because you got to make the event, how much more so for the Torah? You have to be willing to do that. You go to sleep late, even though no matter what, still wake up early and make it to the shiur, make it to the tefillah. As we know, the Gemara says in Shalmi Peah, Talmud Torah keneged kulam. Learning Torah is equal than all the mitzvot put together. How fortunate is a man who has this understanding? Why is it that we see ourselves, that a person is in the movies, when they sit in the movie theater, people who are talking, they say, shh, you can't talk. Hey, we pay money to watch this, you're bothering me, we can't focus. When the tefillah, when the shiur, it's okay. So emotional. Nobody says, shh. If you don't, shh. Why is that okay? We have to realize if we're like that over there, how much more so we should be like that over here, right? A person will never fall asleep in the middle of the show. The guy's watching the show with his friend on Haz of Shalom, on Netflix, whatever. He's falling asleep. This is a good part. 1 second, you can't fall asleep. You're going to miss the whole thing. You're right. He forces himself. He says, yeah, I want to watch. You're right. But when the shiur, when it comes to the tefillah, is I falling asleep? That's okay. The person has to know we have to be, how much more so? We shouldn't be watching that stuff, bichlal. But we learn from the people who force themselves. It's a lesson for us. He says, the Chafetz Chaim was asked by his students, Rabbi, why is it that they're so successful in Kiruf, the priests and whatever, they're successful at missionizing people, and the Jewish people, they can't do Kiruf to their own people. Their own people, they can't do it. They're not successful. He said, you know why? They fight for their cause, behemet, with all they got, everything they can. We fight like this. Like this, chili billy, we fight. We go and push for Kiruf, like half clutch, second gear, not fourth gear. So we have to learn from them, from how a guy, we see, Shavuot, who could stay up all night? My friend, the Goyim, they can go, have a whole work day, then they go out Friday night, and they go till the morning, till 5 a.m., 6 a.m. Then it's sunrise, then they see it's sunrise, they say it's time for Shema. That's it. And they leave the club, right? Chas v'shalom. I understand. But their body endures it, right? Their body endures it. And then afterwards, they deal with whatever effects it happens, they deal with it. So too, if they could do it, why we can't do it? Even though we'll be tired after, we'll have effects also. But Why not? It's a lesson for us, the human being. A guy goes to the casino, Haz v'shalom. He sits there, and he sits there, and he sits there, and it's 6 a.m. I was here the whole night. How could it be? So you see, it's all about if you want it. But Haz v'shalom, a person values that. He has to know that we shouldn't be valuing that. We should value this. Put the same. A guy said, "Rabbi, I can't learn. I'm so busy." I said, "What do you do?" He says, "I'm working this." I said, "You're a millionaire already. What do you need to work so much more for?" In a sense, a kayef, Rabbi. You go and I open a new division, a new location, I hire new employees. It's like I feel the accomplishment. I said, just like you're so invested in a new location, new employees, this gives you excitement. You could switch it out for new location, new Gemara, new Mishnah, new Halacha. It's also in your mind, it will give you the same accomplishment. It's about if you value it, but you don't value it. That's why it doesn't give you a kayef. This you value, this you don't. So you have to change what your values are. So therefore he says, if you could do it over there, how much more so you could do it over here? What could be greater than saving a life? The Gemara Halacha says that Shabbat, you for the sake of a life, you're allowed to desecrate Shabbat, right, to save somebody's life. But the Gemara says Megillah, that Torah study is greater than saving lives. How? How could it be Torah? It's greater than that. We know that Babylon destroyed the first temple. The Jews went to exile 70 years. At the end of the period, Persia conquered Babylon. King Ahasuerus, they made a decree that everybody should die, all the Jews should die. Hashem saved his people through Mordechai and Esther, and what? And then Mordechai became a big position. He had a high position. Mordechai the Jew was viceroy. Now Mordechai, what? It says he found favor, lerov echav. Most of his friends he found favor in their eyes. Why not everybody? Says the Gemara, because after he became viceroy, he studied less Torah. As viceroy, he could protect the Jewish people. But Torah study is greater than saving lives. That's why the rabbis, most of his friends liked him. Not all, because he studied less Torah. So therefore what? Koresh afterwards inherited the throne. He allowed the Jewish people to rebuild the temple. Mordechai's name was on the list, but the name of Ezra was missing. Why didn't Ezra return right away and build the temple? It's because he didn't want to leave his rabbi. The Torah study, the Gemara says, is greater than building the temple. Mordechai got permission to rebuild the temple. He calls Ezra. Ezra, come, we're going to build a temple. He says, my rabbi's here. How can I leave my rabbi? I got to learn Torah. The Gemara says, from here we see Torah study is greater than saving lives. Torah study is greater than rebuilding the temple. Baruch Adonai Olam.